Welcome back, everyone, to the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy Cresta. Across from me, ow! Ah!
What did you do?
Across from me, my co-host Ryan Ferran. Today, we're here to talk about F1, Brad Pitt's new film, directed by John Krasinski, and also starring Damson Idris, Javier Bardem, and what's her name? Oh my god, I forgot her name.
Carrie Condon?
Yes,
Carrie something or other.
Oscar-nominated Carrie Condon.
Yeah.
A lot of Oscar noms in this movie. 2 Oscar winners in this movie. Pitt and Bardem.
Bardem, yeah.
What did Bardem win for?
Probably No Country for Old Men.
That is exactly what he won.
If I had to take a guess.
I was just making sure. Just keep you on your toes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're here to talk about F1, as I just said. And yeah, well, we just got back from the viewing of it. We watched with our friend Gavin. And what are your initial thoughts, Ryan?
Well, it's exactly what I said to you. I've seen this movie 20 times before, but it was still pretty fun.
Yeah, it's
the same thing. You know what's going to happen. It's extremely pretty. They say
I did not think that was how the movie was going to end.
No, they throw you a little curveball. Just a little curveball. You're like, oh, all right, cool. But yeah, they say a thing. It's like, you better watch out for if this thing could happen. Because when you're on the track and this thing might happen, you got to be ready. And then, of course, that thing happens immediately. So it's one of those movies. But, you know, you get charismatic people in there and you get some cool cars making loud noises. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I was still really entertained. Like, from the beginning to end, every race was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
John Krasinski is now just an awesome director. We saw him with Top Gun Maverick, what he did with those cameras, and he did again with this. And it was, again, just as cool to see. I don't know much about F1 except Lewis Hamilton. That's all I know.
It's Joseph Kaczynski.
Sorry.
I think you're thinking of John
Krasinski and then Joseph Kaczynski.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I never really knew anything about F1. As I just said, all I knew about it was Lewis Hamilton, who's the GOAT of the sport. But just watching the press around this film and watching them talk about it, they both were driving in a lot of the scenes, which I didn't know. I thought they were laid just not CGI, but like, you know how they did in Top Gun where they're not actually flying?
Yeah, you have somebody in the front of the car.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that with the F1 cars.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when their visors are down, it's not them.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I'm sure they had them driving and then sped up the camera.
Yeah.
But they're not letting Brad Pitt go 200, 300 miles
Did you see him in the interview when they asked him? He was like, asked me if I got up to 300.
Really?
And he's like, no, I got to like 220. They let him take out Lewis Hamilton's car.
Really?
And do it.
That's crazy.
Damon and I just he's like, I didn't get that close. So, I mean, they were still, even if you're doing 100, it's got to feel crazy.
Yeah.
The rain was terrifying, first off. I thought they weren't allowed to race in the rain. I don't know why my brain went there.
No.
But that was insane because it's all over their face because there's no windshield for them like a normal car.
It's an open air rocket ship.
It really is. It just goes. But yeah, it was really cool to watch. It's super fun. As Ryan said, you've seen this movie 100 times. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. You've seen this movie. But those movies don't have Brad Pitt in it. That's the big difference between all of them. And I love Damson Idris. I've talked about him 20 times on the show for Snowfall. But it was cool to see him finally. He talked about this is the first time he ever got to use his actual accent for the project.
Really?
Because he's always played an American.
Yeah.
And he was awesome. I thought he was really charismatic. He's a great opposite to Brad Pitt's character, even though they really are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just one's young.
Yeah, in some ways.
Yeah, like they're both when they're young, they're very, very cocky, arrogant. They think they know exactly how they should be doing something. But I enjoyed myself. It's the perfect summer quote unquote blockbuster. It debuted at $145 million, so
did it really?
Biggest box office of Brad Pitt's career to open up.
Fuck, I was just gonna say I doubt this movie's gonna make anything.
Oh, dude, Brad Pitt pulls in the money.
Yeah, I'm not good at guessing money stuff. I'm not good at guessing if movies gonna be good or not. Every time I'm like, the movie's gonna be dog shit and phenomenal.
What was the one a couple months ago that was?
I don't know.
You were like every trailer, you're like, this could be terrible. Civil War, but that was last year. Civil War was when you really...
And then I really liked that movie. Yeah,
it was your second movie of the year.
I don't think it was that. I think it was third, fourth. I don't remember that.
Oh,
it may have been second. I don't remember.
I just knew it was right up there, and it was just funny after a year of being like, this movie's going to be dog shit.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be bad.
What else? Now
the worst one was Avatar. I was like, movies. Nobody's
No, we were both at least on that one. Like, this movie's not coming close.
It's not going to break like $702 billion later.
Biggest movie of all time. Biggest sequel of all time. Unless you count. Do you count Endgame as a sequel? Or is that just a...
I mean, seeing as how it takes place directly after the movie previous to it. Yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't. There's 5 years.
After the opening, which is fucking 20 minutes after that.
I'm trying to think of other movies we really were bad with.
I can't remember.
I mean, Elvis was the one that you did an apology on the show for.
Yeah, which is an okay movie, but...
Yeah, but...
Austin Butler was good.
You thought it was going to be like a 30. My mom tried to watch The Great Gatsby that day, the remake.
It's so hard.
It's so hard to watch. It's so weirdly filmed.
It's so shiny, everything.
Baz.
Which it does kind of fit for Great Gatsby.
For the party scenes, but not like the other scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom turned it off. She hated it.
It's fair.
Original one's better anyway. Robert Redford. That's Gatsby.
Hmm.
Even though Leo is the only guy that could have played Gatsby in the...
Jay
Gatsby. But, yeah, Brad Pitt just continues to prove that no matter if he's 61 or 40, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to pull in big money. He's going to get butts in seats. He's just a superstar.
Yeah. Even though this is... I don't think you had to try it all for this character. It was just the most...
This is just Brad Pitt.
Was it Sonny Hayes?
Sonny Hayes.
Yeah, you've seen this guy 1,000 fucking times. Anybody can pull off this character, but at the same time, Brad Pitt's just charismatic. So
that's how he does it.
Yeah, you end up liking him anyways.
Cool tattoos. Some of them are his real ones, but
some of them are so good. The hot dog one, like right above,
cool.
So cool. You can tell he was hammered. No, it was probably a bet. He's like, I'm out of money. I'll bet you a tattoo. Fuck, I got to get a smiling hot dog above my ass. That's terrible.
Next to my scar from my crazy accent. I did want to see the accident.
I mean, we saw it.
I wanted to see from the camera.
You wanted to see his body getting mangled?
Yeah, a little bit.
That made me laugh every time they went to old footage 30 years ago. It's just Brad Pitt in a wig. It was so
He's
obvious.
definitely de-aged up a little. He
maybe
looks
they
like
tried.
What's it called?
I didn't notice. It looked the same to me, just with a long-haired blonde.
Because he did look a lot like how he looks in Benjamin Button. So that's why I thought it was made de-aged, because it has that like super smooth look to the skin.
I feel like that was just the graininess of the camera.
Yeah, it really is Brad Pitt in a wig, though. Because it's definitely him. It's not someone else.
No, it is Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny seeing him try to make him look younger. It's like
Javier Bardem looked terrible on the magazine.
I didn't notice.
When they put the magazine down.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the two of them.
Yeah.
A lot of the time that happens when they try and use like two people that have never been together when they're younger, and they try and like blend the photos.
When they made that Dark Universe picture.
Yeah.
God, it's so funny.
Oh, did Matt Kepler just hit a home run?
Are you watching the game?
I am.
We're always watching the game when we record these.
Jackson Merrill just robbed a home run.
Great.
What a catch.
But you just stare at the camera like
sorry. Actually, I'm looking off.
Mouth open. You're just...
But F1, let's talk about it. It is currently sitting at 83% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes with 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, which is a really high IMDb score for this film. And I clicked on IMDb instead of Rotten Tomatoes. What did you say had a 97% audience score?
Yeah.
People love it. I mean,
it's got a 5 out of 5 on Facebook, so the old heads are loving it.
Old heads are loving it. It also has a 68 on Metacritic, which for Metacritic, this is very high.
You posted the 28 years later review, and you on Facebook, and you set it like the location to whatever in UK. My dad came in. He's like, "Is Tommy in England right now?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He saw the 28 years later and saw like a zombie. He was like, "Is Tommy shooting a movie in England?" I was like, "Fucking no."
Well, because the Facebook is attached to the Instagram. So if I post on Instagram, I post on Facebook. That's pretty funny, though.
Yeah, my dad came in dead serious. He's like, "The Crest is in England?" It's like, "No. What are you talking about?"
What? Okay. They said the F word more than once in this movie, right?
I only heard it from Carrie Condon. Did somebody else say it?
Yeah, Brad Pitt says it.
Does he?
Yeah, later in the movie.
I don't remember.
It's PG-13.
I don't remember him saying it.
And the guy says, "Mouse, fuck you." So I guess you actually has to verbally say it.
I guess.
I swear Brad Pitt says
you can do the middle finger as much as you want.
Yeah, you can do it as much as you want. I liked when he texted him.
Yeah, that was good.
So, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Any B-tier sports film is this movie.
Yeah.
This one's just F1.
It's the same cookie cutter, just old, kind of washed up guy comes in, teaches the new young hotshot. It's the same thing you've seen a billion times.
It was cool though.
Yeah,
I was fully invested.
Those types of movies are made or broken by how good the action is, and the action was good in this. The racing was fun. It was all real. You could see it all happening. It's it's fast. You're into it. It's good. So
yeah, the racing's definitely more intense in this than it is in Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
But I think I liked Gran Turismo more than I like this.
I think maybe a little bit, yeah.
Even though I like the actors in this more, but David Harbour's the best performance in both of the movies.
Yeah, I think Gran Turismo, I think I like that a little bit better because it was a more like underdog story.
Yeah, and it's a true story, which makes it even better. And
this was like, you could kind of say it's an underdog a little bit just because Brad Pitt's washed up, but he was still...
They still said he was great at what it was.
Yeah, they still said he was great, and you see at the beginning of the movie he wins a race. So he's not an underdog at all. Yeah. He's just the old guy who knows what he's doing that comes in. I think Gran Turismo was, I'd say maybe a little bit better. Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it would definitely be a hot take, but yeah, I think but what you're saying, like these kind of movies are carried by the performances. Like they need to be believable and enjoyable.
Not even perform, just the charisma. It just depends on the actor.
That's what I mean. Like how can you attach to these characters?
If you get somebody who's a great actor and they just nail the performance, that's great. If they're not fun to watch, then the movie's over.
Like Brad Pitt has everyone.
Yeah,
he was getting laughs out of everyone in our theater.
Yeah, you see Brad Pitt and you're like, I'm in. That's it.
I'm invested.
It's time, dude. Tommy
Damson Idris. I keep calling him Damien.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's a scene where obviously Brad Pitt and Carrie Condon make out a little bit. Tommy literally turns to me and goes, God, I wish I was her. I mean, just
Brad Pitt is, I'm telling you, he's my number one crush in Hollywood.
It's incredible.
There's no one else.
It's incredible how you're actually straight.
I know.
There's a lot of times I don't believe it. I'd be totally happy if it came out. I wouldn't.
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm straight.
I would support you 100%. I wouldn't care.
And I'm currently dating the love of my life. Make sure I get that across.
You're hiding.
I'm not pulling what my aunt did. I'm not coming out 20 years later and cheating on my husband.
Yeah.
She doesn't listen to my show. She doesn't even know where I am.
That's great.
What?
It's a very heartwarming story.
Oh, my aunt.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story. But yeah, I really need. I'm going to keep talking about him. Damson Idris. I want more of him. I need more of him in movies now. And I guess when you're doing a TV show, like it's hard to do movies and stuff because you're hooked on to that show.
It takes up so much of your time. Yeah.
But Snowfall's over. Comes out of that, does this. I mean, what's better than doing a movie with Brad Pitt and Javier Bardem, Carrie Condon, the guy who made Top Gun Maverick, like Jerry Bruckheimer is the producer.
Yeah.
You got everyone you want to work around.
Yeah, no, this is going to be something that puts him on the map for sure. He'll be in something soon. He'll be in something big.
Yeah, but come on.
Something bigger than this.
Yeah, Denis. James Bond. Not Tom Holland. I don't want to see Tom Holland as James Bond. He doesn't have it. First off, he's Nathan Drake. Can't be Nathan Drake and James Bond.
Yeah. Tom Holland would love that. He's Spider-Man.
The dude could be Spider-Man, Nathan Drake, and James Bond.
He won't be James Bond.
He shouldn't be.
He won't be. There's no way.
It's got to be a Lordy or Dickinson.
I don't even think. I think they'll go older than that.
I hope they go young. But they said that's the three they want.
Yeah.
Holland, Dickinson.
The three they're looking for. But then they got Denis. And it is so funny how they're going. They have to stick with an English guy, but they get a French-Canadian director. He's like, all right, fuck you.
Yeah, but it's the best dude in the world. It's him or Nolan had to make this next Bond era.
It should have been Nolan.
No, I'm so
He
down.
wants to make one.
So does Denis.
Yeah.
Denis says it's his favorite film. Which is crazy. I would have 100% picked him for like an Alien, 2001 Space Odyssey guy.
Yeah.
Not James Bond.
No, he's definitely lying. He was just like, yeah, no, I love always. This is my favorite movie. He's
Bond 26.
Yeah, I'm sure you can say I love the James Bond movies.
Because you could love them.
They're not his favorite movies. There's no way.
I know, because I feel like he's just a sci-fi nerd.
I don't know. He's not a super sci. He's done a couple sci-fi things.
Of sci-fi.
I mean, he's done the Dune movies and then Blade Runner. But then, like, Sicario, Prisoners.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
I guess because you just think of Blade Runner and Dune.
Yeah, his most recent stuff was sci-fi, but it's, it's some
he wanted
banging
to. He also did want to direct that Batman Beyond movie that never came about.
It's true.
Damn. Damn, makes me sad. We'll get a Batman Beyond movie one day.
20 years of James Gunn. James Gunn's gonna be on his deathbed and be like, "Green light it.
It's time.
It's time."
That's what, like, you know, the memes like with the nuke going off. It's like GTA 6 finally downloads.
Yeah,
that's how I know it's gonna be if I get
99%.
Batman Beyond. That will be me.
Mm-hmm.
Have you even seen the memes the like me risking my life for my homie because all those times he rebooted me?
No,
dude, they are so funny. There's like the one from, you know, Wolverine when he stops the nuclear blast from killing the guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me saving my boy when the nuclear bomb goes off because he has to meet up with fine shit after that. And it's just keep taking the blast.
Yeah,
there's some really good ones right now.
That's good.
And I'm not a big part of the meme culture, but these memes are.
You are not. You are
same
an old
with the
man.
Alex.
You are an old man when it comes to anything internet.
I know.
Culture.
Not the Alex Warren thing. I'm all over that.
Alex Warren.
Eternity, the song everyone's been using for the stat edits.
I have no idea.
What? Hold on.
I'm sure I know.
Talk about F1.
Talk about F1.
This is what you do to me all the
time. So basically, that's the whole movie, is just listening and watching cars go flying around. But it was good. It was fun. It was a good time. That's the best thing I can say about it. It's one of those movies that I don't really want to talk too much about because it's literally just like, yeah, no, that was serviceable. It was a good time. It's a popcorn movie, of course.
Oh, this is 100% a popcorn.
As Tommy would say. There's a decent little like romance subplot with Brad Pitt and Carrie Condon, of course. And then there's what do you got? Drop your phone.
You can click on either one of those.
All right, start talking.
You haven't seen one of these?
No.
Dude, there's so many. They're late any science fiction, any fantasy character you can think of.
All right, that's why I haven't seen them.
Not fantasy, fiction. Character of fiction.
Oh. Character of fiction.
What are you laughing at?
I don't know. That was a really funny way to put it.
It's just like when I say Jiminy Crickets. It always makes you laugh.
Jiminy
Critics.
Goose pimples.
What?
Goose pimples.
What the hell's that?
That's what you say for
chicken skin.
Chicken skin. That's right. It's goose bumps. You say chicken skin. Some people do say goose pimples though. That's really dumb. That's dumber than chicken skin.
Chicken skin's not dumb. It looks like chicken skin. It
looks like goosebumps. There's books about this, Tommy. There's novels. It's called Goosebumps.
Novels?
Comment below if you say chicken skin, goose pimples, or goosebumps. And if you say anything other than goosebumps, you're wrong. You're
chicken
correct.
Skin. It's chicken skin.
Not chicken skin.
Chicken skin. I think you're just wrong.
No.
But
everybody disagrees. People do say goose pimples though. That's so stupid.
That is stupid.
Right, we can agree. That. We can agree. Goose pimples. If you say goose pimples, you're a fucking moron. Yeah.
I like that they use the actual the actual F1 races in this.
Yeah, like Max Verstappen and
Lewis Hamilton.
It's the only two they really mention.
No, then the one dude from another guy from Ferrari, Lando Norris.
Yeah. Lewis Hamilton is the villain in this movie. It's so funny.
Yeah, just dirty. Well, because he's the one that he was chasing during the crash, right?
Yeah.
They didn't think that was
also a producer in this movie, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he helped produce. What's it called too?
Gran Turismo.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I mean, you get paid like that. You're like, fucking movies. I'll get into that.
Yeah, like easy.
You tell me I can make money without even showing up? Hell yeah. I'll give you all my money.
I wonder if you think he's actually doing the driving in the... Oh, I guess.
Well, I mean, maybe it was him driving his car.
Jerry Bruckheimer said some of the scenes are the actual, like the racers on the racetrack. Bruckheimer's a crazy dude. He loves his, like, live, no CGI, practical filmmaking.
Yeah, good.
Bruckheimer's that dude.
Way better.
Didn't know that was his production company all these years, with the lightning striking next to the tree. And then
Is it?
Yeah, never realized it. And then it said Jerry Bruckheimer film. And I was like, oh, shit, that's his production company.
Nice.
But yeah, they keep you entertained for a movie that I feel like if it's done poorly, it could have been such a drag.
It could have been way draggy. Which I will say, the first hour, not even less than an hour, but the first 45 minutes.
We're trying to get
when you're getting into it, I was like, okay, this is a 2.5 hour movie. God damn.
I did not know this was 2.5 hours. I still didn't know, and that flew by for me actually.
I feel like when it gets to that, when it gets past the first act, then it really starts.
Yeah, because I like the opening with him, like him getting ready and
it was cool.
Going and racing. But I like when the racing starts picking up. That
it definitely picks up momentum. It keeps you way more.
Then the final race, I'm like, I know how this is gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm still locked in, and Of course, it has some crazy underdog moment that like you don't know what's gonna. You're like, oh, this never happens, but it happened now when they need it the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there's a little like side villain that gets thrown in the third act.
Yeah. Little fucker.
Had no idea it was him.
Yeah. I forget
Tobias Menzies plays Peter Banning.
He's got such a tall head.
He just got tall. He's got a nice jawline though.
No, he's a handsome man.
He's a handsome man.
Edmure Tully.
What about Shea
Wiggum?
Yeah.
Getting like high. You got a high ass credit in the opening for a cameo. That was wild.
Hey, just got 2 summer blockbusters on his hands now.
Yeah.
This and Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? 2 60-year-olds dominating the action box office right
now. For the summer.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, when it's Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, you kind of
two of the last few superstars left in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the other guys, I feel like you can't compare Tom Holland's like star to that because he's a superhero. So it's guys who just make it's them being on screen is what makes you go to the movies.
Yeah, like I don't think anybody goes for Tom Holland yet.
Yeah,
I think he's a little bit of a pull, but like
I think Chalamet has bigger pull than he does.
He might at this point because Chalamet's he's got a way bigger presence outside of movies too. Like Tom Holland, I do respect how Tom Holland just is like, let me
keeps himself.
Let me be. He's got a beautiful golf swing. Have you seen him golf?
Yeah, he's got plus handicap.
Incredible. He's amazing.
He's got his own beer company now.
Yeah,
Bureau.
Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland outside of movies. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I like him in.
I like him as in Uncharted.
He's a decent actor. I think he's just a little. God, if he's James Bond, I'll fucking lose it. But Chalamet's also.
We're gonna see him in Odyssey, so.
Yeah. If he's good in that, then we'll see. But Chalamet's also like, he's courtside to all the Knicks games. He's going,
Yeah, he's going crazy.
He's out and about. He's just
a fun guy. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, when he went on college game day and was just spitting out football facts.
Oh yeah, he knows his shit.
That he became one of the boys.
Yeah. I think I'd rather get a drink with Tom Holland, just fucking chill, relax. I'd rather go to like a game with Chalamet.
No, I think like me and Timmy would get along.
Yeah.
I feel like me and Tom wouldn't.
You and Chalamet would black out in an alleyway.
I feel like me and Tom would have like a disconnect.
Yeah.
Like something wouldn't match.
You and Chalamet would black out. Me and Holland would get the Ubers and be like, all right, let's be responsible.
Let's go play some golf.
We got to get back home at some point.
Me and Chalamet wearing sunglasses in the dark.
You're hungover the next day. We're like, yo, we got a meeting at fucking 9. You guys got to get up.
You know who I wouldn't get along with? I feel like I couldn't be friends with. I feel like me and Rob Pattinson wouldn't be friends.
Absolutely not.
Like he's too like cool. Like
we're talking like there's a shot in hell of any of this happening.
No, but like I'm saying, like people like.
No, yeah.
Like I feel like I could sit down and talk to Michael B. Jordan.
He's a cool dude.
Me and Robert Pattinson would have nothing to chat about except Batman. That'd be like our one get along.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like there's like certain people you feel like Brad Pitt's one of those people I feel like I could sit and have a beer with and just chat up Brad Pitt. Leo, probably not.
Yeah. That is kind of the point. That's what we were saying. Like those guys who have charisma, they carry these types of movies.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole point.
Oh, Tom Cruise. I could sit and chat with Tom Cruise for hours.
Yeah.
Just chat about movies.
Yeah. And then he'd be like, you ever heard of Scientology?
And I'm like, Tom, I'm not going to lie. You let me direct a movie with you? I was like, I'll join.
Let me be an extra. I'll think about it.
I'll jump off a plane with you. I would, I'm scared of heights. I would jump out of the plane with Tom Cruise in a heartbeat.
You're that scared of heights?
Terrified.
So you wouldn't go on like Ferris wheel or anything?
I hated it.
That's crazy.
I get like dizzy.
I don't get it. I mean, I understand
don't get
like
clowns.
Crazy high. I don't get clowns at all.
But you're afraid of spiders.
I'm afraid of bugs, not just spiders.
That's even weirder. They're bugs. You can stomp them with your toe.
I don't like it. You know what the thing about bugs? The thing that freaks me out the most.
Their bodies.
It is their bodies. It's like exoskeletons. It's just weird. Like ooze. It's like it's gross. But those like
if you get stepped on, you would look like ooze too.
Whatever. If like any of those bigger bugs that can fly, it's just the noise that freaks me out the most. Whenever you have like a big ass bug fly past your ear, it's that noise of like a deep buzz. Oh,
I told you I decapitated the fly, right? Like Captain America.
Really?
I had a paper plate and it kept flying around, and I was like, fuck it. And I literally, in one swift move, swiped it off my table and swung up, and I found the body was like here and the head was over there. I was like, wow, that was the coolest thing I'll ever do, and there's no one here.
Nice. I was with Nate and Puff. I forget where, but we're sitting outside and probably down the shore just now. But there was like a gnat flying around, just like annoying us, and none of us could get it. And I just grabbed it and squished it like that. And Nate was like, "What are you, a fucking ninja?"
That's really good.
Just stuck my hand out, snatched it. Felt pretty cool.
Okay, we just went way so off track.
I don't like fucking bugs. You don't like clowns or heights.
I don't like a lot of things. I'm a very fearful man. Yeah. Octopus. Big fear of octopus.
Octopi? You don't like octopi?
Yeah, octopi scare me. Because like they get a tentacle on you.
No bones.
Snatch you.
Yeah.
Sharks don't scare me.
Invertebrates.
I would go swimming in like a pool of sharks.
Yeah, see, that's wild. I'm not like terrified of sharks. Like I don't have any problem getting in the ocean, but
yeah, neither do I. I love
like
the ocean.
Those people with like no cages, just like 50 sharks. I'm like, why?
See, I would prefer to go in a cage, but I would go in without a cage.
If there's one hungry guy in there, you're like, oh,
punch that shit in the nose and get that shit away.
So I don't think that works.
It does.
I've heard it works.
Or poke him in the eye.
Yeah, no shit.
That works on it. That's just like when people be like, well, if it's a vampire, you stab him in the heart of the stake. I'm like, that works on anyone.
What's anything? You ever heard what you should do when you get bit by a dog?
Punch in the mouth?
No.
And I've heard push your hand deeper.
No. I'm being genuinely serious. I'm not making a joke. And if you haven't heard this, then you're going to laugh really hard. And I understand why. But I've heard this from several people that it's so stupid. Because it's like, imagine like you're getting bit by a dog, right? How are you going to do this? What you're supposed to do is stick a finger in its ass and it'll get off. And this is not something I came up with, and I'm never going to try it. But I have heard that. And I've always thought, I'm like, how the fuck do you get around? Say it's like a big dog. Like it's a German Shepherd.
How am I getting my hand around?
How are you getting your hand back there?
First off, if a dog ever bites me, there will be no dog.
Yeah.
I'm not dying from it. That's what I don't understand. Like, people like don't... Like, you'll see them getting bit, and they just start yelling, hit the dog!
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I didn't want to hurt it. It's going to rip your hand off.
This shit hurts. Yeah.
Rocky ever bites me.
It's over.
Rocky's getting Ray-riced. He's getting a cold
He's going to rip your arm off.
Yeah, Rocky is lockjaw.
Does he?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah.
I have no hand.
No.
Look like Captain Hook.
Hmm.
But F1. Where do we think everyone goes after this? Do we think Brad Pitt and Joseph Kosinski do the sequel with Tom Cruise, Rolling Thunder?
Pretty cool.
And, I mean, you could get Idris back probably. No, because he would probably be an F1. That's going to be NASCAR more.
Yeah, that would be NASCAR. But
that would be a really cool movie.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And you're getting Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. That movie makes $1 billion for you.
Yeah, people are going to go to see that for sure. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think, and like it doesn't have to. It's not like a cinematic universe. There's 2 racing movies, and you're just getting.
Yeah, no, you just put them in. Yeah. Who cares? You don't need to have like, oh, this is the Racerverse. Just make a fun movie. Who gives a shit? Just be like,
with 2 really good actors.
Yeah, these 2 movies you people liked. Here's them together. It's great.
And the movies are now.
Yeah.
But you don't have to see the other movie. Just make it that you could watch just this, but the same characters.
Yeah. And
people are doing a side by side. There's a ton of scenes that are exactly the same from Rolling Thunder to this.
Really?
Like he's waiting in the laundromat. He's in the same outfit. He's
Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie again.
So do I.
Big Tom Cruise guy.
Mm.
After I'm done my binge of my recommendation of the week, I'll get to it later.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, what would you give this movie, Ryan? Adding it to the list.
82. I think it was a fun service movie.
82?
Maybe like 81. Like a low 80. Because it was just fun.
I was going to give it an 81.
It's one that I like. I wouldn't have a problem watching it again, but I'm not going to go out of my way.
I wouldn't go see this again in theaters.
Yeah, no. If it's on TV, maybe I'll throw it on. Or if somebody puts it on, I'll just like sit down and watch it. But just a good time.
I feel like this has been a really good year for film so far.
I feel like it's been an above mediocre year.
Yeah, like definitely better than last year. I feel like with last year we had some stinkers out
but I feel like there hasn't been anything that's been like phenomenal this year that I can remember. Like there's been good movies.
I mean, Warfare was pretty great.
Warfare was great. Yeah.
Sinners.
Sinners was very good.
I think Mission Impossible is up there.
Yeah, but there's nothing that sticks out right now. Like, oh, that's going to win Best Picture.
Yeah, you know the closest thing so far is Sinners.
Yeah.
I forgot about Bring Her Back.
Yeah, that was good.
That better get some Oscar noms for like makeup and stuff, sound design.
I'm sure it will.
Last year was the first time horror had 3 movies in the Oscars since '81.
Really?
80, whatever year Aliens came out, because it was the same year as Aliens. Which is funny because it was another Alien movie got nominated.
Yeah.
So excited we have 3 Alien projects coming up. Alien Earth comes out next couple weeks, which I know you're still not excited for.
That trailer looked pretty good.
Oh, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Is when I was saying something that you didn't like.
Yeah, the trailer was pretty good.
It was cool. It was cool seeing the ship land on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Timothy Olyphant as the
Xenomorph?
No, it's the robot. Just says, and Timothy Olyphant as Alien. Then we got the Ridley Scott Alien movie that he's directing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if he's doing. I think it's a sequel. But then...
Is it like Prometheus?
I think it's following Covenant.
Okay.
And then we have the sequel to Romulus, which films in 2 months.
Yeah, cool.
I'm so excited. But yeah, it's a great time to be a film person. You got a lot coming out this summer. What else? We have a couple upcoming ones. Yeah. Well, Jurassic World Rebirth, which we'll be seeing. Fantastic Four, Superman, and Eddington.
Eddington, I'm actually excited.
I'm growing more and more.
Yeah, that second trailer was better. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it fully looked like it leaned into more Ari Aster, just being chaotic.
Yeah, chaotic. But I think I'm hoping it stays like just a
not
regular,
Beau is afraid,
down to earth, like grounded story, not a giant penis in an attic. You know,
dude, that movie had such a great first act.
Yeah.
And second act.
The second act was good.
Because In the Woods was really cool with the play and stuff, which was wild.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third act
was just so fucking weird.
Yeah, I forgot about the big penis.
His dad.
Oh, it is his dad. Fuck. Which one I was about to write down? Oh, is it called Stealing, the new Austin Butler movie?
I think that's what it was.
I thought so. Yeah. I'm excited for that.
And then the Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah, we just got the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, that trailer looked fun. It looked,
I just hope it's serious enough.
Yeah, it didn't look like a full comedy. It looked like kind of like,
There's scenes where he's crying in the trailers. I got a little bit. It
looked like a dramedy. Like, more than just comedic relief.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, so we got a lot coming up recently now. I know this F1 was a weird movie review. It's because we've reviewed this movie on the podcast, I feel like, 20 times.
Yeah, Gran Turismo was
the most we just did that last year.
Yeah.
And it's just any of these sports movies, it's hard to review like this. You know what we should do? We should do a Rocky rewatch.
Rockies?
Love Rocky. Even though you think Creed 1 and 2 are better than most of the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
It's a crazy take.
I don't think it is.
I think that's a wild... Rocky 2 and Rocky Balboa are better than all the Creeds.
Balboa?
Yo, you better watch your mouth right there.
Balboa. Creed?
Balboa is the second best Rocky movie. I stand by it. It's my favorite Rocky.
What do you go? 2, Balboa
1.
Wow.
4, 3, 5.
Where do you put the Creeds in there?
2, Balboa, Creed 1, Rocky 1, Creed 2.
Mm.
And then the rest of the Rockies. And Creed 3 somewhere above 5.
Crazy person.
That's not crazy.
It's kind of wild.
How's that wild?
Creed is really fucking good.
So were the first 2 Rocky movies and the last Rocky movie.
They were.
The last Rocky movie is heartbreaking. It's got the best scene in the whole franchise. When he's...
because the other guy...
That's not the line.
What do you put Grudge Match in there?
That's not a Rocky movie.
Well, apparently, by your metrics, if we do a Days of Thunder and F1 movie, that would be, be in that cinematic universe.
No, because it's not Rocky Balboa and Grudge Match.
It's the same fucking thing.
No, it's not.
It's literally Rocky and Raging Bull. That's what that movie is.
I know, but it's not.
It's the same guy.
He's not Southpaw in that movie.
Okay.
It's the Italian stallion, dude.
Pulling out fucking terminology on me.
Southpaw means left-handed.
I know.
If you didn't realize that from baseball. Phillies are up 3-0.
I know.
I'm not watching anymore.
It's fine. Alert. Yeah, I'm getting the alerts.
But yeah, go see F1. It's a really fun time. If you like these kind of movies, you will love this movie. If you love Brad Pitt, you'll love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really fun movie. It has a really enjoyable cast, some great chemistry.
Yeah.
Just a really fun time. And, I mean, it's really cool seeing the racing from that perspective because you'll never get that if you're just watching from a screen.
Yeah. The craziest shit was the I mean, I know how expensive F1 is, but even seeing the worst team on the circuit still spending just millions a day, you're like, fuck.
Crazy. That's why there's only 18 races.
Yeah. How do you make any money doing that? Because you just go, if you give us a sticker to put on the helmet, it's $20 billion.
Yeah, because you look at their under, like their turtlenecks. So many sponsors. Mm-hmm. And there's teams that are sponsored by the same companies. Mm-hmm. It's just your main sponsor. So yeah, it's a really fun time. If you've never watched F1 and you want to see what the sport's like, this is a pretty good way of looking at it because it is what it's like. It's really fun to watch Brad Pitt just be a NASCAR driver and then gets thrown into F1 and then just starts doing some wild shit. Yeah. It's like major league, but more serious for F racing. Like it's a team with like a misfits, quote unquote.
Just a hodgepodge of random fuckers.
Great movie. Major league. Yeah. Win the whole fucking thing. But yeah, Ryan, what is your recommendation of the week?
I'm going to just go with the Bear.
Oh, yeah, new season.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of the new season. It was just as good as it's been the whole show. The show is just fucking good. So,
is this the final season or is there one more?
I think there's going to be one more. Okay. I don't know. I haven't checked, though.
I think it's either this one or the next one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah. I'm going with VHS. I just watched 1 and 2. Big horror fan of especially found footage, which is crazy that's taken me all these years to get around these movies. It was because I was never an anthology person, even if it was in TV or anything like that. It just never was something that stuck to me. Because I was like, well, it's kind of ridiculous. Why do I care about these short stories that are mixed together? Well, now I get it. It's because it's cool.
Yeah.
And you get to see a bunch of different directors, especially huge directors. Oh, Adam Wingard, the guy I was talking about, he's the one who made the two new Kongs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. King Kong vs. Godzilla. Yeah. I don't think he's doing the next one, though.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, they're really great. I mean, it's one Ty West. Ty West does one of the shorts in the first one. I can't remember any of the ones from the second one. But if you love all types of horror, but in found footage style, this is exactly what you get. You get horror slashers, you get paranormal, aliens, sci-fi, all of them, all thrown into this found footage horror universe. Just one heads up, everyone's a piece of fucking shit in these movies. They're all terrible human beings. Except for 2 people. 6 people. Actually, there's 4 people in the one. There's 4 people in the one.
Okay.
But it's really good. I was laying on the verge of tears during the one because it's just really sad. Out of nowhere, I thought it was going to be like horror, and I was like, this is sad and upsetting. It was kind of like how we felt during Fright Night. We're like, well, fuck, this is just sad out of nowhere.
Fright Night.
Yeah, remember not Fright Night, Shark Night.
Yeah, Shark Night. Shark Night in 3D.
In 3D. It's kind of like that, where out of nowhere it just gets super sad.
Yeah. That seems
Fright Night's another great movie. If you like vampires, go watch Fright Night. The original one. Not the sequel. The remake, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to go check out F1, which is in theaters now. I don't know if I should say go see Jurassic World or Jurassic Park.
It's World.
Jurassic World Rebirth, because we haven't seen it yet, which we will be going to review soon. But we didn't want to put out this episode late, so we decided to just do an F1 review. But we'll probably go see Jurassic World and then review that. Probably shit on it like we did the last 2. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And Ryan, is there anything you would like to add? I don't think we reviewed
All-Star Game voting is fraudulent.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No way that no Philly got picked.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the fact that Juan Soto's in the All-Star Game?
It's so stupid. Did you see that all the Dodgers, like 52% of votes for the Dodgers came from Japan?
Yeah, they're like, how?
That's stupid.
That's not fair. Of course they're going to vote for it. You know, Pete Armstrong got a shit ton of votes from Japan.
Oh, yeah.
He's beloved in that country.
They love him so much.
But yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? I love PCA too. But
he's fine. Jesus. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next one.